Okay, today we're going to talk about the basics of adding with decimals. Okay, so if you look at these decimals, we would read it as 0 and 5/10, and 0 and 5/10. A lot of people would just say 5/10 plus 5/10. So I want you to pause and think about that. Did you think that this could be 5/10? Oops, sorry about that. Plus 5/10. One way to think about this is think of them as fractions. Another way to think about this is to think about them as longs, flats, and cubes. Let's just review. A flat is considered the whole. That is always our go-to. That is the whole thing. Think of it as a dollar. And if we break that apart into parts, we know that 10 longs One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, those would all bundle together to equal a flat. Or we could actually break apart the cubes, and I can keep going and going and going until I get 100 of them. So if we look at this as 5/10, that would be 5/10 or half of this. So we think of this as 5/10. 1/10, 2/10, 3/10, 4/10, 5/10, and 1/10, 2/10, 3/10, 4/10, 5/10. We think about what that equals. 5/10 and 5/10, 5/10 and 5/10 would bundle together to equal one whole. Again, don't forget when we add fractions, we do nothing with the denominator, and we just bring the numerators across. So again, equals a whole here. Another good strategy is to line them up, stack them. There's nothing in the ones column here. Place the decimal, place the 5. Draw a line and add. 5 plus 5 is 10. 1, 0, and 0 is 1. And all you do, since they're lined up, is bring the decimal straight down. So again, this is one whole. Okay, we're going to practice. 6/10 plus 6/10. Okay, click pause. Try this on your dry erase board. Welcome back. Did you try some strategies like this? Did you think of placing 6 longs and 6 longs? If you did, that would be 12 longs, or 1 flat, that's 10, 11, and 12. Again, that's 1 and 2/10. The other strategy you might have tried is to line them up. 6 plus 6 is 12. 1, 0, and 0 is 1. Place the decimal. Again, we align the decimal straight up. Or, how many of you went back to our good old fractions? 6/10 plus 6/10. Again, you're dealing with just the numerator. 6 and 6 is 12. And a denominator of 10. That's called an improper fraction. If we do 12 divided by 10, we get 1 and 2/10, which is really the same as everything here. This is 1 and 2/10, this is 1 and 2/10, and this is 1 and 2/10. Okay, 3/10 plus 4/10. Click pause and try to solve this on your own. Try to use a variety of strategies. Welcome back. What strategy did you use? Did you use longs, 3 longs, and 4 longs, which would basically give you 7 tenths, because each of these is a tenth. It's a 1 tenth, 2 tenths, 3 tenths, 4 tenths, 5 tenths, 6 tenths. That would be 7 tenths. Did you add them as fractions? Did you line them up? Let's try another one. Now notice this is in hundreds, so this is really thinking of cubes. 4, 5, 6, 7. Think of it as money. 7 cents plus 2 cents. So if you add 7 hundredths plus 2 hundredths and add them together, again, try it on your own. Did you get 9 hundredths? So pat yourself on the back. Again, if you take these little cubes and put them together, again, think of this as money, like a penny. 1 cent. The word cent comes from cien, hundreds. There are 100 pennies in a dollar. Okay, now this one we're dealing with something a little bit different. If you want a challenge, click pause now and try it on your own. Think of this as a flat and a long. That's 1 whole and 1 tenth. Again, another flat, 1 whole, and 3 tenths. So if you add these together, did you get 2 wholes and 1, 2, 3, 4 tenths? So that's 2 and 4 tenths. You would get the same thing if you line them up. Again, like connect the dots. Decimal here, 1 tenth here, 3 tenths here. Again, when we add numbers, we start in the back here. 3 and 1, 4. 1 and 1 is 2. Bring the decimal down. This is read 2 and 4 tenths, and this is 2 and 4 tenths. Okay, go ahead and see if you can try this next one on your own. Did you try adding these as 2 wholes and 4 tenths, and then 2 wholes and 5 tenths? Each long, again, is a tenth. It's a part of a whole flat. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then how many tenths? 1 tenth, 2 tenths, 3 tenths, 4 tenths, 5 tenths, 6 tenths, 7 tenths. Oops, that's supposed to be 5 tenths. And 9 tenths. Again, you could have lined these up. 2 and 4 tenths. And 2 and 5 tenths. Lining them up, you get the same thing. Okay, and go ahead and try the last one. Welcome back. You should have come up with 3. Oops, sorry about that. You should have come up with 3. Never mind. Don't worry about it.